a Pottery Barn Teen mattress pad, marketed online as crafted in America. The tag sewn inside read, "Made in China." That discovery triggered a federal investigation exposing Williams-Sonoma mislabeling products across 4 brands, all sold at premium prices under a patriotic promise. They were caught, fined, placed under a binding order, then caught again. The record penalty? $3 million against $7.7 billion in annual revenue. The real price was not paid by Williams-Sonoma. Williams-Sonoma built its reputation on the promise of American craftsmanship. The company's marketing spoke directly to shoppers who value authenticity, invoking images of skilled workers, domestic factories, and the kind of quality that justifies a higher price. Across its flagship brands, Williams-Sonoma, Gold Touch, Rejuvenation, Pottery Barn Kids, and Pottery Barn Teen, the story was always the same. Premium goods, proudly American-made. Catalogs and online listings displayed badges and banners boasting "Made in USA," "Crafted in America," and all, or virtually all, made in the United States. These claims weren't limited to a handful of products. They appeared on everything from bakeware and lighting to mattresses and children's furniture, creating a sense of trust that ran deep. For many customers, that trust was worth the extra cost. The label wasn't just a detail, it was a guarantee, a reason to believe they were supporting American jobs and getting the best for their homes. But behind those glossy promises, federal investigators would later uncover a pattern. Products advertised as American-made were, in fact, imported from China and Vietnam, or assembled with mostly foreign parts. The patriotic branding, it turned out, was a marketing tool, one that helped Williams-Sonoma charge more, while quietly eroding the line between genuine domestic manufacturing and imported goods dressed up in red, white, and blue. The gap between what shoppers were sold and what they actually received would become the center of a federal crackdown. A Pottery Barn Teen organic mattress pad, ordered in the spring of 2018, arrived at a customer's home with a promise stitched into its marketing: crafted in America, from domestic and imported materials. But inside the packaging, a sewn-in tag told a different story, one that read without ambiguity, "Made in China." The contradiction was not just a minor oversight, it was a physical artifact, a moment when the glossy catalog language collided with the reality of global sourcing. The buyer, puzzled and frustrated, documented the evidence. Photos of the tag and a copy of the purchase receipt eventually made their way to the Federal Trade Commission. The agency opened a formal inquiry at Williams-Sonoma's San Francisco headquarters, requesting a full explanation and proof of origin for the mattress pad. The company responded by blaming a product number mix-up and quickly changed the online listing to remove the American-made claim. Williams-Sonoma also pledged to implement a stricter verification process for all future origin statements. The Federal Trade Commission's investigation confirmed the truth. The mattress pad was wholly manufactured in China, despite the patriotic branding. Yet the matter ended quietly. There was no fine, no public admission of wrongdoing, only a letter from the Federal Trade Commission, closing the file after Williams-Sonoma promised to correct its labeling and improve compliance. For the anonymous consumer, the evidence was clear. For the regulator, a warning seemed enough. The product itself became the first documented proof that Williams-Sonoma's American-made guarantee could unravel with a single tag. Truth in Advertising, known as TINA.org, stepped in with a formal complaint in 2020 that changed the scope of the case. Instead of a single mattress pad, TINA's investigation uncovered a web of misleading country of origin claims across multiple Williams-Sonoma brands. Gold Touch bakeware, promoted in catalogs as made in USA, was found to be imported in its entirety. Rejuvenation lighting fixtures, sold with the phrase, "Made right in America," and decorated with stars and stripes, failed to meet the federal standard, because frames, wiring, and LED modules were sourced from factories in China and Vietnam, with only minimal finishing done domestically, if at all. The pattern did not stop there. Pottery Barn Kids and Pottery Barn Teen furniture lines, marketed as all or virtually all made in the United States, were also flagged. FTC auditors traced the foam cores, upholstery fabrics, and wooden frames back to foreign suppliers, with assembly often happening overseas. The claims that these products supported American jobs or represented homegrown quality did not hold up when matched against import records and supply chain data. The FTC's findings were clear. Williams-Sonoma's marketing routinely crossed the line from patriotic branding into outright deception. Products were either wholly imported or so dependent on foreign components that their Made in USA labels were not just misleading, they were false under federal law. The company's promises to tighten compliance after the first warning had failed. Now, the problem was no longer a single mistake, but a documented, multi-brand pattern of misleading claims affecting thousands of customers and undermining honest American manufacturers. The Federal Trade Commission's Made in USA rule sets a clear bar. A company can only claim a product is made in USA if all or virtually all of its parts, processing, and final assembly take place in the United States. That means the product must be almost entirely American in both materials and workmanship. No shortcuts, no hidden foreign components. Even a small percentage of imported parts can disqualify a product from carrying that label. To back up any claim, a company must keep solid documentation, supplier invoices, customs records, and detailed cost breakdowns, ready for inspection at any time. In March 2020, Williams-Sonoma agreed to a $1 million settlement with the FTC after years of complaints and evidence showing that its Made in USA promises did not match the facts. The company signed a binding federal order that spelled out its new obligations. Stop making unqualified United States origin claims unless the all or virtually all standard was met, overhaul its verification procedures, and submit annual compliance certifications. This was not just a warning. The order carried legal teeth. Any future violation could trigger steep penalties, with each false claim treated as a separate offense, and the company was now legally bound to prove its advertising was truthful. Williams-Sonoma responded by submitting compliance reports, publicly stating it had implemented new controls and was following the order. In official filings, the company claimed it had updated its supply chain checks and retrained staff to avoid further missteps. On paper, Williams-Sonoma was on notice and under a federal microscope. But as later events would show, signing the order did not put an end to the deception. The legal obligation was clear. The question was whether the company would finally live up to it. The federal order was supposed to be a turning point. Instead, it became evidence of just how little changed. While Williams-Sonoma was under legal obligation to clean up its act, the FTC launched a post-order audit. What they found was not a one-off slip, but a repeat performance. The PB Teen mattress pad, once at the center of the original complaint, surfaced again, still failing the all or virtually all Made in USA standard. 6 more products, spanning bedding, lighting, and furniture, also failed the audit. These were not obscure items tucked away in a warehouse. They were actively marketed, purchased, and shipped to customers, with the same patriotic claims that had already drawn federal scrutiny. The FTC, no longer satisfied with promises or paperwork, referred the case to the Department of Justice. In April 2024, federal prosecutors filed a complaint in the Southern District of California, laying out the evidence of repeated violations. 4 days later, Williams-Sonoma agreed to a civil penalty of $3,175,000, the largest ever imposed for a Made in USA labeling violation. The settlement did not just cite the mattress pad, it documented a pattern. A company already under order, caught again, and now facing a record fine. Yet for a retailer with billions in annual sales, the penalty was a warning shot, not a knockout blow. Williams-Sonoma's financial statements for 2024 tell a story the penalty does not. With $7,710,000,000 in annual revenue, the fine of $3,175,000 for repeated Made in USA violations amounts to less than 0.04% of its yearly sales. The settlement required no public apology and no admission of wrongdoing, just a payment and a renewed promise to follow the rules. For consumers, the numbers are stark. A record penalty that barely dents the bottom line. For American manufacturers, the cost is even higher. Honest producers face lost contracts, price pressure, and a tarnished reputation, while deceptive claims go largely unpunished. The gap between the fine and the company's scale exposes an enforcement system struggling to keep up with the stakes. Today, a record $3 million penalty barely dents Williams-Sonoma's annual profits. Yet the damage to consumer trust and honest American manufacturers remains. As imported goods still parade behind red, white, and blue labels, the true price is not paid at the register. It is paid in lost integrity.